Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. We are from group 2 and today we are going to do a discussion about how society treats men and women differently. As is well known, society has had different views on men and women since time immemorial. This action has had a negative impact on women when they are discriminated against in every matter. I disagree with the action of a society that likes to differentiate between men and women. This discriminatory attitude between men and women has given rise to injustice between men and women. For example, to get a job, most employers today are more interested in hiring male employees than female because they assume that female employers cannot do the job well. On the other hand, female employers can also work well if they are placed in a department that's suitable for them. For example, placed in the office. Next, in the aspect of education, society thinks that women do not need to get education up to higher level because they will be in the kitchen later. Such perceptions need to be removed from the minds of society because knowledge is very important for everyone for the sake of self and national progress. Studies have proven that most developed countries like America and Japan have highly educated citizens. Educated citizens are able to bring about change in the country's administrative system. They are able to come up with critical and creative ideas to make a better change for the country. If all groups, including women, get a perfect education, it is certain that our countries will be developed on par with foreign countries. Next, women are also always locked down up open when making decisions. This should be avoided because all parties have a right to make decisions and women also always make the full decision. How about you, Fendi? Do you agree with my opinion?
Thank you for sharing your point. In my view, education nowadays is more given priority to women due to their greatest number as compared to the number of men. This had led to women being given more priority in the field. In my experience in school, the treatment given to female students is very different from the treatment given to male students. For example, in the classroom, work that involves saving money is often given priority to female students over male students. This is because from time immemorial, society has thought that this man is not trustworthy in taking care of money. Because of this, women have less trust in a man in taking care of money. While there are also some men who have the ability to keep money saving is good, but there are still also female students who not believe in the trust given. For example, every time the money is collected, there are also female students who wanting the male student who take care of the money to take care of the money the best they can and not to use it. From here, we can see that the work available in the school is more important to female student than male student. That's all from me. Thank you. How about you, Ame?
Sorry for interrupting. I agree on the issue from Fendi. I also think that women excel in education. This is because, based on my own experience, also where women are more numerous than men in the best class. In addition, women are easy to memorize and communicate in a group.
Yes, Amir, I agree with you. Every human being needs a job to generate their economy. For me, discrimination made by employers against women to get a job is an act that has blocked one's sustenance. How about you, Fendi?
I think you are right to say that. However, in my opinion, in the employment sector, discrimination occurs due to the view of today's society, which assume that only men should be involved in the employment sector. This has affected women to get a job. In the employment sector, we can see that employment opportunities are given more priority to men than women. This is because there is a society that thinks that these women are only great in academic but less excellent in job. In the employment sector, we can see that these women are given more priority to hold highest position than women to be leadership in the employment sector. For me, this should not happen because there are also some women who have high leadership quality in an organization in the field of employment, but they cannot show such leadership because they are not given the opportunity to lead. Therefore, women should be given the opportunity to show their abilities in the employment sector so that there is the education against them, and the right to equal treatment should be given between men and women. I see your point. Society nowadays assume that in decision making, women make decisions more hastily than women. For me, decisions made between men and women are based on one maturity in thinking. This is because everyone has their own point of view in decision making. For me, every decision made by a man or a woman must have its own reason. Furthermore, all the decisions made are likely from experience they have gone through. That's all from me. Thank you.
Sorry for interrupting. I agree on the issue from Fendi. I also think that women excel in education. This is because, based on my own experience, also where women are more numerous than men in the best class. In addition, women are easy to memorize and communicate in a group.
In conclusion, men and women each have their own advantage and disadvantage. We must have a rational view of each other so that there is no discrimination between men and women. We also need to change society's view of a particular sector involving men and women from continuing to happen.